Hello, traveler. You couldn't have come at a better time. The Adventurers Guild has received a new commission, but it's a little complicated. We've struggled to find the right candidate for the job.
Lay it on me.
I'll get straight to the point. The client is a distinctive musician from Liyue. She's in possession of a temporary travel permit that's about to expire, and is looking for someone familiar with the process to help her renew it and avoid deportation.
Huh.
Hey! Wipe that disappointed look off your face! Imagine if you were in that situation! Huh. A distinctive female musician from Liyue? Sounds familiar.
She's an underrated best girl.
Ah! Paimon knows!
Oh? Is she a friend of yours? She headed for the Tenryou Commission after submitting her request. You should be able to find her there. I hear that the commission has been very busy recently, so they probably won't be able to help her.
If it's who Paimon thinks it is, she's probably introducing the Tenryou Commission to some sweet riffs right now!
Not sure that would end well.
But doesn't everyone love rock and roll? We should probably get over there before she gets arrested for public disorder.
Eh.
Time to go.
Look! Is that really Xinyan? So it is Xinyan! Ha! Paimon's intuition prevails again!
Ha, there's an underrated waifu.
Huh? Well, I'll be! Paimon, Traveler, what are you two doing here? I never thought I'd run into familiar faces so far from home. Well, if you're here for a performance, I'm afraid I gotta disappoint you.
Why?
It's a long story. Have you heard of the Iridescence Tour? Well, it's okay if you haven't. I didn't hear about it until just recently. Oh, the more I think about it, this whole thing was weird from the get-go. The organizers told me it was a music festival from Fontaine that was famous throughout Teyvat, but it seemed like nobody in Liyue had ever heard of it before. There was a guy standing on the side of the road calling out like he was selling Sunsetias or something. I only inquired because I felt bad for him.
Aw, that was nice of you.
Well, anyway, he showed me a ton of material. The Iridescence Tour is a big deal over in Fontaine. I heard that getting stage time means your music might start to be heard far and wide.
Wow, you'd be famous overnight if you were up there.
You think so? Oh, me too. I want as many folks as possible to hear my music. That's why I'm so set on attending the festival. This year's Iridescence Tour is being held here in Inazuma. I've been honing a bunch of new songs since I signed up. I even asked Beidou to ferry me out here ahead of time to scout the place out and make sure everything goes perfect. Xiangling made me up a special packed lunch to wish me well, but the organizers, they ran into trouble out on the ocean. They can't make it. They even got fishing boats to send a message to Inazuma so the authorities could start spreading the word. The Iridescence Tour is canceled. Oh, how can they just cancel it like that? I come here to perform, and they tell me this after I arrive? Now there's no way of getting the travel permit that the organizers arranged for me, and my temporary travel permit here is about to expire. No, things couldn't have gone much worse.
Seems like no one was more excited than you about performing at the festival. Why should you get the short end of the stick? It's not fair.
Yee.
It ain't always easy being a musician. Well, shucks, enough complaining. This ain't the first time I wasn't able to perform. Time to move on.
Wow, you sure cheered up quick.
if you want to play rock and roll for a living, you gotta be tenacious. That's why I sprang into action. I submitted a request at the Adventurers Guild and headed straight to the Tenryou Commission to see what else I could find out. However, I've been standing here for ages already. I'm not sure what's keeping those Tenryou Commission samurai so busy that they don't even have time to say hi.
How dare they? Paimon bets they're just goofing off.
It's fine. Stuff like this is bound to happen when you step onto unfamiliar shores. Hey, Traveler. Beto told me you've been in Inazuma for a while now. You must know how to get things done around here, right? Think you can help me out?
Oh, ye.
Now we're talking. If you can get my permit straightened out, I'll write you a killer tune as a token of my heartfelt gratitude.
You again? I thought I told you we're busy already. You'll have to wait.
Sorry, fellas. Perhaps my agent here can explain.
Is the burb up the edge here?
Madame Kujosara? Oh, you must be the traveler. Is this outsider girl a friend of yours?
Sure is. She got stood up and now she's stuck here, so she needs to extend her travel permit. Come on, what kind of impression are you guys creating for visitors here?
Please, don't be mistaken. We're not purposely delaying anything. Something big happened recently, and the Tenryou Commission is spread thin. We don't have the resources right now. The reason this young lady is still in the queue isn't because she came later than anyone else. It's because there's no one free to take care of smaller issues like travel permits.
Oh, what is this something big?
I can't tell you anymore. Madame Kujosara is in the courtyard. Ask her yourself if you want to understand the situation.
Okay.
So they really are busy.
Seems that way, but that's okay. They're just doing their job.
Why do these samurai look so serious? Like they're about to go to battle.
Formations! Follow the vanguard and assemble outside the city.
Traveler. And who else do we have here?
Sorry for interrupting you.
No harm done. What brings you to the Tenryou Commission headquarters all of a sudden? Is there trouble afoot? Because if there's anything I can help with, don't hesitate to ask.
Finally! Someone who can call the shots!
I see. It's regrettable that your friend has run into such an unfortunate incident, especially after such a journey. The Tenryou Commission is experiencing a large turnover of personnel in very difficult circumstances. We really are short on people. I apologize for not having tended to your friend's request on time.
It's rare to see you guys struggling like this. What is it this time?
Don't mean to pry.
Oh, yeah! We're just casually asking.
No one's to blame here. Seems I just arrived at a bad time.
How about we make a deal?
Yeah! Why don't you tell us what kind of trouble you're facing, and we'll do our best to help. In return, maybe you could help Xinyan extend her travel permit.
We really could use the extra help, especially from capable individuals like yourselves. All right, here's the situation. Recently, a nameless domain has appeared in the Araumi region. Monsters with incredible strength have been pouring into the area.
But surely the Tenryou Commission are used to dealing with monsters.
The domain appeared quite unexpectedly, and we've come under serious pressure. I've already sent out scouts to investigate. Originally, I was planning to lead a force there myself, but an extended period on the front lines would leave the Tenryou Commission without oversight. It just didn't feel right.
Well, if you need folks who can fight, I'll wager we can certainly be of assistance. Ain't that right, Traveler?
We're pretty handy in combat.
Yeah! We do you a favor, and you do us a favor. Got it?
Jeez, are you really giving orders to a general, Paimon?
It's fine. I'm indebted to you. This really is the best solution at the moment. If it were anyone else, I'd have to refuse. But even the almighty Shogun has recognized your abilities, Traveler. I'm happy to assign this task to you.
Ooh, say now. Sounds like you've made quite a name for yourself in Inazuma.
You know me.
Oh, I'm getting to. Xiangling and the other folks are always saying you're destined for big things. Madam Kujo Sora, where should we go next?
I'll take you over to the location now. I should warn you that I haven't been there myself yet, so I'm not sure how dangerous things could get. As a precaution, please bring sufficient combat equipment and supplies with you.
Can we write off the expenses?
Fair enough. I'll put in a request now.
Hold up. I remember there's a travel permit processing fee. Why don't you write that off, and I'll cover all our other expenses.
How generous of you, Xinyan.
It's nothing. Actually, Beto gave me a bag of Mora to spend before I even got off the ship. Seeing as I'm inconveniencing just about everyone, it's about time I had something to show for it. Why don't we just split it between us? It should cover equipment and supplies, no trouble.
You are a woman of method and integrity, I see.
No, don't mention it. But don't go forgetting about my permit now.
I will see to it personally. You have nothing to worry about.
Fantastic. Thank you, ma'am.
So it's agreed? Alright, let's take care of this domain!
Sounds like a plan. Let's hit the road.
Hey, look over there!
Those samurai look like they could use some help.
Ma'am, you're finally here. We were ambushed by monsters at the entrance as soon as we started to investigate. We were able to push most of them back into the domain, but some of them escaped to the southeast. Many of our troops were injured, so I decided to tend to them before issuing the order to pursue. Forgive me.
Southeast? Oh no, there'll be civilians along the way. This is urgent. We need to split up for now. I'll lead a team to pursue the monsters that got away. The situation here, I leave in your hands. I'm sure you don't need reminding, but be careful.
We're professionals.
Don't worry about a thing. We got this.
One more thing. Monsters often try to sneak out from the domain. Keep a close watch on the entrance, and don't let any of them pass, or else...
Watanabe, trust in my judgment.
Yes, ma'am.
And off she goes.
Wow, she ain't playing, huh?
Well, she is leading an army after all. Okay, let's get over to the entrance. Look, monsters! Let's take them out!
One with nature.
Fire hazard!
Wind strider. Shay! Time to go.
Seems like it's over! Did we stop them?
Huh? There's something on the ground.
It's just a piece of paper. It looks like a little paper figure. Is it a talisman? Maybe one of the samurai dropped it.
A paper figure, huh? Reminds me of the Shikigami they talk about in the legends.
Shikigami.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time looking into legends from all over Tibet. Well, they give me inspiration for my lyrics. They say in Inazuma there are paper cutouts imbued with magical power that follow their masters wherever they go. Some of them can banish evil, repel monsters, or even protect your home.
Sounds a bit like all that sigil and adepti art stuff they have over in Liyue.
Sounds like I need to trade Paimon for paper and scissors.
What? Paimon is a professional Teyvat travel guide and your best friend! Let's see your fighting origami do that!
Wait, look! The Shikigami, it's moving!
Hey there, little paper guy. Can you hear us? Can you talk?
Where am I? Did I faint? Oh no. Wait. Did you see the monsters that escaped from here? Where did they go?
Well, there were monsters around here, all right. But we took care of all of them.
Thank you. And thank goodness they didn't manage to escape. I'd never forgive myself if someone got hurt.
Are you a Shikigami? Those monsters, you didn't let them out, right?
To my knowledge, Shikigami are all about defeating monsters. So what's your story?
My name is Shiki Taisho, and I'm sorry you have to see me like this on our first meeting. This domain is called the Mystic Onmyo Chamber. I'm the overseer in charge here. The Mystic Onmyo Chamber has been in an extended slumber, just as I have. However, a few days ago, under the influence of an unknown power, all the monsters in the domain were suddenly awakened, and the door was opened. Actually, it seems like I may have suffered some memory loss in the process. All I remember is waking up to a living nightmare. I tried my best to stop them. I was surprised to see the monsters turn into paper charms when they were defeated. That's when I remembered that they must also be Onmyodo creations, and form part of this Onmyo chamber, like me.
Onmyodo creations? I don't follow.
I'm sorry. I can't give you a clear explanation right now.
What about yourself?
Me? My sincere apologies. I am a Shikigami, but all I know is that I'm the overseer responsible for this domain. I can't remember who my master is, or why I was created in the first place. I'm a failure.
You mean you don't even know if you're one of the good guys? Aw. Hey, don't worry. Paimon heard that those with memory loss sometimes start to remember things when they return to a familiar place. Why don't you try going back into the domain?
I was just about to try that. I still have many unanswered questions, but one thing I'm certain of is that my powers originate from this domain. We might even be one and the same. For some reason, I have a feeling that I should be able to completely control it.
If Shikigami are supposed to help with banishing evil and repelling monsters, you were probably stationed here to guard the entrance. As for your memory loss, did you ever hear those stories? You know, the one where someone loses their memory and forgets about the incredible powers they had? Once they remember, they become invincible again!
Actually, I was just thinking along those lines. Do you think you all can help me out?
The most urgent task is helping you to remember, right? Once your memory's back, you might be able to control the domain again and stop any more monsters from escaping.
Traveler, can I borrow you for a second? This Shiki Taisho has only just woken up and it's lost part of its memory. Do you trust it?
Not sure.
Well, if it really is a guardian of the domain, then we're in good company. But if it's not...
Its purpose is to create monsters.
Exactly. We shouldn't make any foregone conclusions, but we still gotta be careful. Besides, we still don't know who built this domain or why there are so many monsters inside. We need to get more of an understanding. Paimon, on the other hand, seems to trust it quite a bit. I guess she's still a child at heart.
Paimon has a thing for cute pieces of paper.
Hold on there, Paimon. Let's get a grasp of the situation before we get too hasty.
I understand. Between my mysterious memory loss and my link to this Onmyo chamber, it's normal for you to have your doubts.
Why don't you let me test your sincerity?
Sincerity? Ooh, sounds like something interesting is about to happen.
You may not believe it, but music lovers like myself are able to use a special kind of language that isn't used by ordinary folks. This language can be transmitted to others in the form of music itself.
I see.
Ooh, special language? Paimon wants to hear it.
It's an honest language that touches the true depths of the heart. I'll be using this language to perform a test to see if our friend Shiki Taisho here is truly trustworthy.
Music? That's not something I have much experience with. But I'm willing to accept any trials you deem necessary. All I want to do is take care of the crisis at hand.
All right. Well then listen up and look lively. So, hope your spines ain't shivering too much.
That was spectacular.
But you only played one song. Is that enough for the test?
The language I spoke was hidden in the music. You won't notice it, but it'll find its way into your heart and expand your mind. Every soul reacts differently to this kind of language. Just tell me how it made you feel, and I'll tell you the color of your soul.
What? That sounds amazing.
A kind heart? A heart forced into evil deeds? A heart closed off from having grown used to misfortune? All of them come in different colors. So, Shiki Taisho, tell me, what did my music make you feel?
I'm sorry, I'm not sure I understand. I've never heard music like this before, so it's impossible for me to grasp the hidden intricacies. What I can say is that my body and soul, if I have a soul, has been uplifted by your melody. I can see the world that you described.
World?
I'm not sure how to put it, but it felt like I was wandering aimlessly on a path with a mist all around me. It felt like I was wounded, and my head was aching. There were sounds coming from beyond the mist that frightened me, and I worried I was about to be swallowed by some hidden danger. But all I could do was continue forward. I didn't know where my destination was, but it felt like someone was waiting there for me.
That's very detailed.
Wow. That's a lot of feels for a piece of paper. Maybe Paimon failed the test. All Paimon could think of was a bunch of people eating grilled fish.
Grilled fish. I think I saw something similar to that. I was grilling fish with people whose faces I couldn't make out. There was a fire at the end of the mist. People were sitting around with freshly caught fish on bamboo skewers. I'd transformed into an actual person. I was having dinner with them. And yet, I had the feeling that I'd be leaving and continuing on my way again once the sun rose.
An endless journey. And there wasn't any fighting. Mighty interesting. So my melody didn't conjure up any thoughts of fighting for you?
Oh. Should it have?
No. You gave a great answer. I had a few friends listen to that tune before as well. Your answer really reminded me of theirs. As far as songs go, it's pretty complex with a lot of twists and turns, but the image you had prevailed the whole way through. You must be very similar to those friends of mine.
Are you talking about Xiangling and Beidou?
That's right. I'll wager you're a like-minded being. Based on your answer, I'm willing to trust you.
Really? I was just trying to describe how I felt. I didn't think you'd be able to trust me so quickly.
That's because this is all still mysterious to you. I have no doubt about the language of music. It tells me who I can trust. Music ain't bound to anything. It's free in the truest sense of the word. Shiki Taisho, to me, out of all the things you could have thought of, the images you landed on make me feel like we were supposed to run into you.
Thank you very much, young lady.
No need to thank me. Trusting you is an extension of my belief in my musical intuition. Not to strum my own chord or anything.
I trust your judgment.
No kidding? I'm lucky to have friends with such great taste in music.
I will never forget the kindness you've all shown me. I'm certain I can be of help to you. If only I can regain my memories.
Oh, enough of that. We're not helping you because we need something from you. The most important thing now is to prepare ourselves for what lies ahead. Traveler, we better get combat ready. Let's see what this here domain has to offer. Maybe we can take care of everything before Madame Kujo-Sara gets back.
Let's go.
For adventurers at our level, there isn't a domain out there that we can't handle.
This is long overdue. Time for a light show.
There are 4 great spirits and 3 spokes in the Mitsu Domoe. This domain is a magnificent work of Onmyodo. Over 1,000 types of Shikifuda were once placed here, 9 of which are recognized as high magic. Onmyodo can expel evil and repel monsters. When used wisely, it can be of great help to martial artists. The secrets therein are all hidden within these Shikifuda.
Wind, hear me.
Next on the agenda. For Rex Lapis! The fuse is lit!
As one with wind and cloud.
Oh, this will
Serious?
Next on the agenda.
We're way behind schedule. We're way behind schedule.
Cheap tricks.
Cut! Che!
Barbados, guide us.
Taste my blade. Cut down.
But why did people want to do battle in this domain? On the way here, I noticed many damaged Shikifuda and all kinds of weapons, as well as the scent of... grilled fish. Who was it that left all this behind?
The wind knows me.
Finally. Worth it.
Time to go. Ch-
Another
Wind strike. Time to go.
All hail!
Another test.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my night. Ch- Ka!
Out of my sight. Access denied.
Where's my treasure? Wait, is that only a one-time thing? Oh, that's fucking stupid.
Next on the agenda. We're way behind schedule. Play's over.
Cloud's high. The birds come.
Oh yeah, that is so disgusting.
Time to go. Wind strike.
Okay.
Wind, hear me.
Time to go.
It's my lucky day. Going somewhere? How's this?
As one with wind and cloud.
Finally, to the ferry.
Fire hazard!
Get over. Cut down. This.
Wind strike.
Lowest one! This is long overdue.
Barbados, guide us.
Time to go.
behind schedule. We're way behind schedule.
Wind Strider. One with nature. Time to go. Wind Strider. Time to go.
Born of ice and frost.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Next on me, all hail! Time for a light show! Oh, that hurt. The festival ends.
Not bad. That was some perilous action. I've experienced close calls like that before.
No surprise to see Child enjoying himself. Do you really enjoy fighting that much?
Of course, I relish this kind of endless fighting. Putting your life on the line, giving your all, and leaving nothing on the battlefield.
I guess bringing Child along does have its advantages. We're making quick work of these monsters.
Hey, watch your step! What is that? This paper cutout looks just like Shiki Taisho.
I know what this is. It's a replica of me. A mass-produced Shikigami based on my design. It has my power, and possibly a portion of my memories. I should fuse with it.
How was it? What'd you see?
Harunosuke.
Harunosuke?
My master, Kamuna Harunosuke. He was the first Onmyoji of Inazuma and a master of charm magic. He created me and this domain and lived here in seclusion for a very long time.
Huh. So it was your master that created this place.
But what was his reason behind creating you in the domain?
I'm sorry. I'm not sure of that myself just yet.
Perhaps he was passionate about Omiodo? Maybe when he discovered how strong he was, he decided to create a place like this to hone his abilities, to become even stronger.
It's possible. Those obsessed with certain disciplines are often capable of incredible feats. Perhaps that was the case with Kamuna Harunosuke. Onmyodo may have been everything to him, so he created a domain to train in. But he couldn't foresee that something would go wrong with the domain, that he would lose control of the Onmyodo, and that his Shikigami would turn into monsters.
What? Shikigami can turn into monsters?
That's not possible, right? That could be bad news for us.
I'm just shooting in the dark here. If the monsters weren't originating from the Shikigami or paper charms, where were they coming from? The Inazuman authorities must have caught wind of this place and sent people here to seal it off, sending Shiki Taisho into a deep sleep in the process.
No. Even though I still can't recall what he looked like, or how it felt to be in his company, there is one thing I'm certain of. With his ability, there's no way Kamuna would have made an error like this with his Onmyodo. More importantly, I'm sure he wouldn't have been so irresponsible.
Oh, really? Well then, that leaves us with the worst assumption of all. What if Kamuna Harunosuke is evil, and created this domain to enhance his own Myodo? What if he succeeded in creating monsters that could become weapons? That would make him a problem, and you would be his accomplice.
Evil? Accomplice? Using monsters as weapons?
Easy, Red. Isn't it a little early to be jumping to conclusions? Shiki Taisho passed my test and earned my trust. I don't like the way you're talking.
Hey, I'm merely making inferences based on Shiki Taisho's memories. I'm not trying to cast doubt on him, and it's true that we don't have any decisive evidence. But we do need to understand the situation here. Besides, is being used as a weapon really that bad?
Being used as a weapon. You must know something. He's looking for something.
Alright. The next room should be through that door. Let's see if we can find more of Shiki Taisho's replicas and help him restore his memories. Who knows? We may even find Kamuna Harunosuke himself somewhere further in. I wonder how strong of a fighter he is. I'd like to go a few rounds with him.
Let's keep moving forward.
Uh-oh. Where's Shiki Taisho and Red? Oh, are they still in the domain? Oh, no. We can't get back in. It's stopping outsiders from entering.
Really?
What's that rumbling? Can you feel it? Maybe some kind of mechanism is activated inside.
Oh, this ain't good. We can't make any hasty decisions. Traveler, Paimon, let's just wait it out for a minute.
Hey!
Huh? Kujisara, you're back so soon.
Good thing the ginger bastard's not here.
Not soon enough. We spent a long time chasing those monsters down. They were cunning and surprisingly good at evading us. How are things looking here?
Actually...
No other monsters have emerged since we defeated the ones at the entrance. However, strange noises keep coming from inside the domain. Something big must be happening, but we reckon it might be too dangerous to enter. We're waiting for the noises to stop before going in to investigate.
I can sense a power is resisting us. We've already expended a lot of strength intercepting those monsters. Investigating the truth of this domain would be difficult. We need to be fully prepared.
Ma'am, it's not looking good for the wounded soldiers, but we came across a few scattered monsters on the way back. If I may be so bold, we need you to bring up the rear and escort the wounded back to the city.
Don't worry about us.
I suppose it can't be helped. I'll send the wounded back to Inazuma City and dispatch an elite force here. You've already been a great help. Please, return to the city with us.
Well, that's mighty kind, Madam Cujo, but we're not out of strength yet. In fact, we've plenty to go around. We can keep taking care of things here. You do what you gotta do. We'll keep a close eye on the entrance for you.
I'm very grateful.
Oh, if we're gonna help someone, we're gonna help them all the way through to the end.
Yeah, we can get a fire going and eat some grilled fish while you're away.
I just got a wave of new inspiration. I'm gonna write a song about this daredevil trip to Inazuma.
We at the Tenryou Commission will forever remember your contributions to our cause. I'll be sure to reward each and every one of you properly once this is all over. For now, I leave this domain in your hands. Please keep a careful watch. Watanabe will be stationed in the area. Be sure to alert him if anything unexpected happens.
Shinyan, did you leave out the part about us entering the domain on purpose? Don't think Paimon didn't notice.
You got me. Well, I bet you were fixing to do the same, huh? There's still a lot we don't know about the domain. If we get the authorities involved, we might end up with more problems than we started with. Now, let me be clear. I ain't biased in favor of Shiki Taisho. It's just, those memories are really important to him. Before we find out the truth about his origin, we shouldn't go making assumptions.
Seemed the ginger bastard was making a few.
Yeah, and it's a terrible feeling to be misunderstood. I would know. Sometimes people are too ready to judge a book by its cover and don't have the patience to read the pages. Sometimes a glance is all it takes. And once someone's misunderstood, they got a hell of a job trying to change people's minds. Rock and roll is great music, but it's also easily misunderstood. I made a friend of Shiki Taisho as soon as he heard the language I was speaking. I need to find my own way of helping him.
So I gave us some time pressure.
That's right. We're gonna have to prove Shiki Taisho's innocence before she returns. I need to ask a favor. Can you guys keep the Tenryou Commission's campaign against the domain a secret from Shiki Taisho?
You're really considerate, Shinyan. You really care about Shiki Taisho's memory loss.
Could I call myself a friend if I didn't?
Sinian can take care of the trust building exercises.
There's that noise again. Let me take a look.
Wait! Paimon wants to take a look too!
Hyman, come here a second.
So you really think we should tell him? Then again, if he turns on us when we lay it all out there, Paimon will have your back! There's no way we're losing to a tiny paper cutout, not on Paimon's watch!
Traveler, come quick!
I failed again!
Shiki Taisho, are you okay?
I'm fine. I had to use up some of my power just now to counter the resistance from within the domain. The door just now must have actually been a disguised mechanism. As soon as anyone touches it, all the rooms inside the Onmyo chamber are rearranged. It seems that no one can enter during the transition. It's all my fault. If only I could exert real control over the domain, we wouldn't be in this situation.
There's no need to go blaming yourself. By the way, where's Child? He's not still inside, is he?
I couldn't say, but that man possesses an incredible aura. He's unlike any ordinary person. He enjoys fighting and knows no fear of it. Maybe someone like that really can succeed in conquering this domain.
He's a troublemaker, but he could be in serious danger right now. We can't let him perish in there. He's the strongest on the team.
He was hardly breaking a sweat in there. I think we should have faith in his abilities. As much as I hate sitting around, if even Shiki Taisho can't get back in, there's not much we can do right now. Well, while we're waiting, I'm gonna think about my song. Shiki Taisho, you want to listen to some new music?
I'd love to. But my mind is restless.
But you're just a piece of paper. Are you really more restless than we are?
Trust me when I say that I'm well aware of the risks you're taking to help me. The experiences, battles, and injuries you've gone through in the domain are all my responsibility.
Us Liyue folk are all about maintaining a tranquil mind. Things will only get worse if you let frustration take a hold of you. But there are some things in life that resist the more you try to repress them, that make for freedom the more you try to tie them down. That's the kind of tenacity that gets me fired up.
You're talking about things like rock and roll, right?
Right on! It's powerful yet flexible, with a stubbornness that never surrenders to the challenges ahead. That's the existence I strive for.
I see. Then let us wait for the opportune moment together, Miss Xinyan.
Now that's more like it. Well, Traveler, if you got other matters to attend to, let's split up for the meantime. We can rendezvous somewhere close by when the domain is open again.